Welcome to Carpool with Ben, folks. Rhode Island Comic Con 2019 is just days away. Joining me in the car is the Flavor Flav of Comic Con worldwide. More specifically, Rhode Island Comic Con. Exactly. Elijah Montoya, how are you, sir?
I am good.
Thank you for jumping in the car with me today. First and foremost, thank you for taking the time, because you guys are just like literally days away from this whole thing happening again. One of the biggest Comic Cons in the United States. Give us first and foremost the 411, the date, the times, and what people need to know.
All right, so it's all going down November 1st through 3rd, but I've got the inside track on actually the event that's happening before the event.
Oh.
On Thursday night, we've got a movie screening.
That would be Halloween?
Freddy. Yes, on Halloween.
Whoa. A
screening of A Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy himself, Robert Englund. He's going to be there doing a Q&A before, so this is kind of our kick-off the con event.
Wow. Kick off the con event on the 31st. Mm-hmm. Tickets are still available.
Tickets are available.
Limited.
Yes, limited. Very limited.
Order now.
Exactly.
All right, so we got that happening on the 31st. Then Rhode Island Comic Con starts on November 1st. So what's the 411 on that this year?
So we have so many amazing guests. This is our 8th year.
Okay.
And the cool thing about us is that we've kind of grown every year. The guest list, we get between 80 to 100 celebrities to come every year, which is kind of crazy. It's pretty uncommon for conventions to bring out that many celebrity guests. And I feel like we really have something for everybody. Yeah. I mean, if you're a comic fan, we've got the creators for you. We've got Christopher Priest. He does Black Panther. We have all these just different fandoms kind of collaborating and clashing. We have people from anime, we have people from gaming, we have people from TV, cinema, from every era, from Marvel of today to your favorite stars from yesteryear, like the Family Matters crew coming in. So
yeah,
we have
I saw
something
that.
for everybody.
That is so great. And you talk about a wide range. You're right. You have the Family Matters folks that are going to be there. You know, myself, I'm 38, and I remember growing up watching that with my parents and everything, so it's really cool. You have the younger generations there with a lot of the anime stuff and the newer stuff that's out. Of course, there's a lot of older people who are into that as well, all ages, but it's one of the most accepting environments around. Talk to me a little bit about the atmosphere that is at Comic-Con.
I think one of the best things about comic conventions or any of these nerd celebrations, it's a place where you can just be like yourself, and you can meet new people that love the same thing that you love.
Sure.
And I think that's one of the best things about the show. We have kids content, we have something, like I said, for almost everyone.
There's a kids costume contest.
There is a kids costume contest. I'll be hosting that on Sunday.
Oh, fantastic!
On the stage, throwing stuff. And the cool thing about the contest is that everyone in the audience can win prizes, not just the kids.
Oh, great!
The other kids that come and watch, they can win prizes. They can get toys. We have all kinds of posters and prints and amazing prizes from some of our sponsors that we're giving out as well.
That's so great. That's so great. Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses, obviously a big sponsor, as they have been in the past. Great supporters. I understand they'll have a recharge station. I got the inside scoop from Nairobi. A charge your phone station, but they also, on top of that, they also sponsor the sensory friendly areas.
Correct.
The areas where if you're in the whole experience and you need a few moments just to kind of to dial it down and collect yourself. Talk to me about those areas.
So it's 3 days, it's 3 buildings, and there's a lot of people. And sometimes you do need, like you said, not just to recharge your phone, but you need to recharge yourself. You need to just sit for a moment because you've been walking all day.
Right.
And the sensory room is a great place to do that. Also, the panel room is a great place to do that. So you can just sit down and enjoy a Q&A with one of your favorite celebrities.
Well, that's so great, and it's always good to see that. Now, safety and security, always number one, especially in today's climate.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to the Convention Center and the Dunkin Donuts Center and the Omni security forces. Those guys are so great, wonderful to work with. The Providence PD, Rhode Island State Police, all the various agencies that are always involved, the Fire Marshal's office, making sure everything. Talk to me a little bit, give some tips if you wouldn't mind, some pro tips about coming if your costume may have different accessories.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest things up front, we put this on our website, and because we have a guest like Robert Englund coming who is Freddy, there are people who may want to bring a glove that has metal objects, or maybe for Walking Dead like a Negan bat that has some things that might be a little dangerous. We actually have a drop-off location where you can drop off those items, because we do have a list of prohibited items on our website that you can access, and we post them on sandwich boards throughout the convention as well on easels.
Fantastic.
But the nice thing is that we do have an option for you if you want to drop off those props and still get them signed. We can't let you walk around with them in the convention for the safety of the guests.
Sure.
But what we can do is we can have you drop them off, we can take them to the guests and have them sign them for you, and then come back.
Well, that's so great, because like you said, somebody may have created something that's more authentic, so you have the proper people there to handle it, you'll track it. Obviously, the website is the key thing. That is the hub for all the information. And the app.
The app.
Talk to me about the app.
I would say the app and the socials as well. Our Instagram, our Facebooks. Okay. We are posting the panel schedules on those. We have some awesome badge benefits that we're going to have throughout the weekend where you can get discounts with your Rhode Island Comic Con badge. And this is vendors, artists, and even guests of the show.
Oh, cool.
If you bought a ticket, you can go to different locations in Providence and receive discounts, appetizers, dollars off your drinks, things like that. So we'll have all of these things being broadcast on our socials, so you can follow us at RI Comic Con on pretty much every platform. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
awesome.
And then of course the website and the app will have all this information as well. But we are blasting it out. So every hour, if there's a new panel that's happening, we're saying, hey, come see the Stranger Things panel on Saturday. Hey, come see the Walking Dead panel on Sunday.
So not only do you want to have that app and be following those pages, folks, turn on notifications. You want to be notified of the changes or anything that happens. I will be taking over the Facebook a few times throughout the weekend, talking about some of the different things that are going on. I hope to find you throughout and talk to you about some of the things as well, because I think that would be an exciting thing to hear from the people on the inside what exactly is going on. Talk to me about some of the events that are happening, some of the highlights. I mean, the whole weekend is action-packed, but in your mind, in your expert Flavor Flav opinion, what is your what are Eli's picks?
Yeah, so I'm actually Altered Reality's content director.
Okay.
So I do all of our event stuff. So I'm events, I'm cosplay, I'm after parties, any of the stuff where there's something exciting happening on the stage, I'm the guy that's facilitating that.
You're like MasterCard, everywhere you want to be.
Yeah.
It's like...
I'm gonna change my name to Elijah Montoya.
See if they give you the financing. I know, there's a sponsorship. Let's go for it. So talk to me about your picks, man.
Yeah. So the great thing about the show is that we, like I said, we have something for everybody. So we talked about Thursday night, we have that screening with Freddie, Robert Englund at the show. Friday, we have a ton of panel programming. We have an exclusive, kind of original and exciting comedy act from Rhode Island, the Chuck and Brad.
Oh, Chuck and Brad's amazing podcast. Yes, they've been in the car before.
Perfect. Yeah, so Chuck and Brad are going to be doing a special comedy act for us on Friday night between when the con is closing and when the after party starts. And of course we have our Halloween after party. Halloween strikes back, so it's the day after Halloween. You really can't do too much crazy Halloween stuff on a Thursday night. So on a Friday night, it's a costume party. There's a costume contest. You can dress up, win prizes, then come be a little spooky with us.
Nice.
Haunt the halls.
I like that. Haunt the halls. Talk to me about some of the amenities on site and in the area.
So there's tons of food. I'm a big fan of just food in general, food trucks. So I encourage people to walk the city and to try out some of the places that we're going to have on our badge benefit list.
Sure.
I think on Saturday, that's probably the day I'm most excited about because it has the Stranger Things panel.
Okay.
And that one, there is a lot of information to know about that. So definitely look into the panel description for the Stranger Things panel because it is very limited. Okay. And you definitely need to get there kind of ahead of time, and there's a special ticketing system we're doing for that one. So that's kind of one of the things that I did want to highlight about the Saturday schedule.
Okay, great.
As far as amenities go, I mean, there's something for everybody. There's people doing giveaways. We're going to be doing plenty of giveaways at the after parties on Friday night and on Saturday night as well. Saturday we have our Bon Voyage party, kind of inspired by vacation. So we want everyone to take a vacation with us from Halloween on Friday to Hawaii on Saturday night.
Nice.
We're going to have limbo. We're going to have conga lines.
Excellent.
We're going to have lays, grass skirts. You're going to make it a luau experience for everyone.
There is an amazing staff that works, obviously, to put this on, Altered Reality and Rhode Island Comic Con, but you guys depend so much on volunteers, and the volunteers actually come from various non-profit local charity organizations, and it helps to raise funds for their organization. Talk to me about that process.
I'm a big fan of the work that we do with the charities. There is a group that one of our cosplay guests, Zombie Leader, works with, and he sets up a whole room and they raise funds for charity the whole weekend. We have a group called A Wish Come True that we work with as well. They're going to have a table, and a big portion or something that we're very passionate about is giving back, and a lot of the volunteers do bring that in. A lot of the sponsors, the vendors, they kind of put those people into our network, but we try to do as much as we can to give back or to highlight some of these different groups because we have so many people coming through the door. Why not shine a light on some of the coolest things happening in New England, in Rhode Island, in the area? But you brought up the volunteers, and I just want to give a shout out to everyone who volunteers. We can't do this without you guys. You're our knights in shining armor. There's no flavor in this flav without them. Like I am like just a sandwich with just peanut butter, and they are the jelly and the honey and all the good stuff that is about.
Wow, you go with the honey stuff too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You throw it in. You don't mess around.
Peanut butter and honey sandwich. Really,
I need to take some pages out of your book. I need to. You need to do a cooking show. No, but the charity groups that will be there, obviously the volunteers and everybody, folks. The best thing to do, the best way to approach this Comic Con, Rhode Island Comic Con 2019, is to go online beforehand and pre-plan as much as you can. Have a map laid out of where you want to go, where you want to be, because the worst thing that could happen is you get there and you start freaking out because I didn't look at the schedule and I wanted to be here and I'm all the way at the Dunkin Donuts Center. I really want to be at the Omni. It does take time to transit through some of these areas, especially the high traffic areas.
Of course.
But the pre-planning is huge.
Of course.
Last bit of info, the biggest pro tip you can give people, go.
I want to tell people that don't be afraid to ask for help. You will see people in Rhode Island Comic Con shirts that'll help you at any time. So as you were saying, if you're in a building, you don't know how to get somewhere, you don't know how to do something, even if you see a cosplayer that you love the costume, you want to take a photo, just ask. And I think that's the biggest message about the convention. Just ask, and then someone will be there to help you. We have our staff members on these black shirts here. Yeah. We have the volunteers in the Rhode Island Comic Con volunteer shirts that have the big R logo on them. But even some of the vendors, some of the artists, everyone's there to have a good time and to enjoy the experience together. Yeah. So you can be helped by pretty much anyone in the building. We do have info booths that are set up at the entrances of the show floor and throughout the floor. The show store is another great place to get help and information when you need things. And I mean, just besides ask for help, don't be afraid to try stuff. I mean, if you've never been to a panel before, check it out. If you've never been to one of the after parties, come check it out. If the after party's not for you, we have other options as well. We have the Angry Geeks live show that has kind of a more after dark adult vibe in there. Sure. We have a event that's going to be happening at Dave & Buster's with Mario. Play Mario Kart with Super Mario. We have all these things that's more family friendly. And then we have the after party, which does have drinks and does have dancing. Sure. But yeah, just try something new. The weekend's all about experiencing things, whether it's an artist and you want to talk to them about their process, or maybe you're an artist and you want to learn how to get into the industry or do what they do.
Oh, totally.
Just ask. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Just like, what's the Zootopia movie where the gazelle is Shakira and she sings that song, like the Try Everything song?
Oh, okay.
Like, that's just be Shakira. That's my advice to everyone out there. Be Shakira this weekend. Have hips that don't lie, and also try everything.
We are going to make that an official hashtag.
Hashtag be Shakira.
Be Shakira.
The biggest show in the smallest
Absolutely.
state.
If you find Eli over the weekend or myself, take a selfie, post it up, tag both of us, and then use the hashtag be Shakira. Yeah. And tag Rhode Island Comic Con. Eli, thank you so much for jumping in the car. 2019 Rhode Island Comic Con. It's going to be amazing. Folks, don't miss it. Go to the website, get all the info, and we will see you in Providence.